Today, Precarious plays
Zone of the Enders, the second runner.
Damn.
They look a little Anubis-y, I guess.
They're pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure most of these are supposed to be connected to Anubis in some fashion. Like, he was the basis for the Ballroom's frames.
It's like a product line.
Yeah, like they had the ears going on a little bit, and the Raptors have some of that, like, flexibility in the core. Maybe they're too old for that. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's everybody's favorite guy.
Hey, guy!
Who is that stranger? I can never decide if I like Vic Viper or Jehudi more. Look at that!
I like Jehudi more.
No, it's so cool!
Jehudi looks more organic, and I tend to lean for those sort of things.
Okay, whenever I did this earlier, I got into a flow, and I beat him pretty quickly.
Yeah, last episode we were talking about the collaborative nature of making games, and how it seems like, in comparison to making film, the artistic directions of sort of marching orders come from a fairly concentrated group of people. You know, it's a small group putting a lot of things into motion, whereas it seems that in video games, when you're producing a video game, it's like the collaboration is a lot more genuine. It's not one chef putting out a menu. It's more of a potluck situation. And then basically the people in charge are just organizing it so that it all looks right and comes together, and cutting things that don't work. That's certainly how I feel about it.
I don't know if I can stay close.
Vic Viper is pretty damn cool. I don't know. I like his lines and things, but he just looks like an airplane.
He's the coolest airplane!
Yeah, I mean, like, as airplanes go.
And besides, he's got options.
Options?
Yeah, he's got options.
He's got options.
He doesn't have to be here. The options are the name of the things that follow him, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. I get it. I thought you were talking about, like, options as in he can transform into a plane.
I mean, that's also true. I don't think what I'm saying is
and
wrong.
And also many of the ladies enjoy his company as a robot. I don't know. Oh, wow. Stupid plane.
I love the little shield effect. I don't know if you know this, but Vic Viper is a, I need to get him on that strafe if I can charge at the start. That is a way to deal a little bit of damage. But I think I might want to wait until I don't think he used shield before. He's based on I can only think of Parodius right now. I can't think of the name. I cannot think of the name of the actual game, but it's a side-scrolling shooter. I cannot, for the life of me, rationalize what is happening. It is so infuriating. I beat him so handily before. Like, I'm gonna check my file, and I'll be okay with it if I figure out, like, oh, I accidentally picked easy at the start of this.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that's making the most sense to me right now.
That you might be on a different difficulty from where you started.
Yeah.
Because it just feels so different, especially because you practiced so recently.
Yeah, like right now he's wasting me, and I beat him earlier today. I was still above 75% health. You know?
Yeah. I mean... I wonder why, you know...
Oh, you got me with Gauntlet, which means
Yeah.
I'm probably bone zoned.
Well,
I think the only way I could possibly win now is if he starts going... I don't know if he starts doing that yet. Eventually he'll start going for these really long bombing runs.
yeah, and then you can kind of catch him. Oh. Ah. The airplane... I don't know. The airplane situation feels a little bit out of whack in comparison to all of the other stuff. As in, like, all of the other orbital frame designs.
Well, he's not an orbital frame.
Oh, well, that would be why then.
Vic Viper is something else. It has elements of orbital frames, but it's also part lab.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. His design, like everything, you've just opened up my world. That's why he has to be an airplane, and that's why he doesn't have like a legendary name.
Well, no, he's
From
named
Egypt.
after the ship that it's based on from Gradius.
Uh-huh.
Gradius, that's the name of the game.
I'm not familiar with Gradius at all.
It is a side-scrolling bullet hell shooter type game.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't like it. I don't much care for it.
Wow. The, one of the things that I always want to do when I come into contact with this game is look up, take that lovely little opportunity for some tangential learning and like wiki all of the orbital frame names. I mean, Anubis is very iconic in Egyptian art and mythology.
Jehudi is a little bit of a deeper dive.
Yeah, see, I don't know much about Jehudi, and honestly, I don't know that much about Anubis, really. I just know what he's supposed to look like, because, you know, if you got a sticker pack of the gods from ancient Egypt, it would be like Anubis, the bird one.
I think that might be Jehudi. Birdhead?
Yeah.
Thoth? Yeah, that's Jehudi.
Okay, and it would be like those, and then a sphinx, a pyramid, and like some beetles, and then a couple of people in wigs, and somebody with like an ornamental beard, and that would be like the sticker pack, right? So that would be like the touristy, like, hey kids, get interested in ancient history pack. Like that's the level of understanding I have of these gods. I don't know how they interact with each other. I used to know a lot more about at least Greek mythology, but mythology gets really interesting and complex, especially when you have a larger pantheon, because they interact with each other. And every time this game comes up and I see all of these beautiful forms fighting high speed, and I see
Hold on,
all
wait.
of... Oh.
Go fuck yourself? Go fuck yourself. Okay, yeah. So that attack
Yeah.
winds up eventually being his downfall.
Okay.
See?
Well,
Because he spends so much time and you can just charge up a full power attack. Man, I'm so disappointed because I did it in one earlier and I'm disappointed in myself that it took two.
yeah. Well, I guess when I see what these icons have morphed into in this game, it just really makes me want to go down an internet rabbit hole.
You know, I compared them to Snake and Raiden previously.
Is that
You haven't changed a
our
bit.
friend?
Yeah, that's Leo. He's just 2 years older.
Aw.
That's right.
Did you just
Why
fight
did you
him?
abandon
Yes.
Jehudi on Callisto?
Dude!
Cool!
Yeah!
You want me to leave Jehudi?
They keep jumping around. I was trying to zoom in on the
Even if
cockpit.
it means I die.
Ease, you can do that. See, like
That's not your
Can,
business.
there. Now we're focusing on
What do you plan to do?
on the
on the
part...
pilot
I
for
think
real.
it could be sold at a high price.
There we go.
Are you
um,
going to Almon? Ada, please answer my question. Your
Oh yeah, because when you played Zone of the Enders 2, you had also not played Zone of the Enders.
No, I didn't know who this sucker was. I was just like, nice
you
blue hair,
sure?
bro.
It is true.
That was it.
Wait a second! What's going on? Whose order is that?
It's a command which arose from the basis of a program.
The basis of a program?
Did you catch that?
Are you
I know that
kidding
there
me?
was an
Who would
obstruction,
allow
a
such
temporary
thing?
obstruction.
Hey, Ada,
No.
I won't allow you to do that.
Ada is going to
Well, it does.
This is
blow
the
up
meaning of the
Jehuti
assistance bestowed
on
upon
a structure called
stupid?
Almon.
How can
Oh.
you throw away your
Which
life
is-
for no reason?
For our purposes,
All right, I get rid of Almon. Then you don't need to blow up Jehuti. Isn't that right?
let's just
once
say
Almon is
Death
destroyed,
Star class
you'll be
threat.
alive.
Okay.
And
That's
move
enough,
on
isn't it?
until the game reveals more
Take time to think about the
information.
meaning of your
So he's worried
existence
because
later.
his life support machine is going to commit seppuku? Is that what's
Shut up.
happening?
I'm Dingo.
Kinda, but also I think that he is.
Will destroy Almon.
What?
I can't stomach giving Jehuti to Baron.
Yeah,
won't give it
Leo
up either.
has embarked on a personal quest without Jehuti and Ada,
rely on
and
me.
he's actually, I think,
I'll get
part
rid
of
it while
the
you do your
reason
homework at home.
that it was stranded on that ice planet. Actually, no, I think they said that
I
she
will head towards
did it
Almon
without
after
his
helping
permission.
Resistance forces.
Anyway,
If I fail, please carry out my task.
he's trying to
Hey.
destroy Almon, even though
Here to
he's
fight. I want to
outclassed technologically. Like, trying to fight Anubis without Jehuti would be
Funny
stupid.
guy.
So, of course, he's going to try it anyway. But he's trying to defeat this superstructure
Right.
on his own to prevent
We obtained
exposing
the
Ada
device
to
driver
it
of the
because he's
subweapon
confident that
It stuns enemies to a distance by physical
if
impact.
it came down to it, she would just be like,
If you can
screw you, hit the eject button, maybe, and then blow up Jehuti.
Yeah.
I see.
Dingo, you saw Anubis?
Yeah.
Please
So wait,
be
this
careful.
kid is only 2 years older?
Though you
Yeah.
are on Jehuti,
Don't worry.
He looks like a
I'll
lot
bring your Jehuti
older.
back to you later.
No, that's
Please.
just the headband.
you're a good fighter.
It was just the headband doing all the work.
Yeah, you know they require licenses and minimum ages for that.
But I compared them to Snake and Raiden before, but I guess, I'm just saying, one of them has a really cool ship and wears a headband, so
Yeah.
maybe I was mistaken about who's the Raiden in this situation.
Yeah, because Raiden eventually gets a lot of spare parts.
Ah, that's another good parallel.
What's that?
Yeah, look at this guy with all his spare parts. He is mostly spare parts.
You all right?
He hasn't been captured yet.
There's too much trouble in the sky.
For your own good,
And
you
I
better act
think-
and serve like you're a stranger.
Anyhow, news will soon leak out.
Once
But it is
this
much better if no one finds out as late as possible.
situation, this
I'll explain
cutscene
what you
resolves,
do next. You can
I
enter
think
the
that we'll
cylinder through the
be
south gate, but
caught up to
first,
where
to
you
unlock it, you have to destroy
played to
the
it,
facilities on both sides
the
of
point
gate
that you
before you
played
can
on
go
your
into
own.
Vasilian
Yeah.
territory.
a long time
So-
ago.
It's really not
I'll
that
need to
far.
destroy 2 facilities to unlock the gate. Is
It's
that
really
right?
not that far if you are
Security in the
doing what I was doing
territories
earlier
are
today and
much
skipping the
stricter since
cutscenes.
Space Force attacks.
Yeah.
Be
Well, I
and
didn't
not
do-
screwing up like a dummy.
most of Mars now. I'll let
Like,
you
I'm
know.
so mad because I got game over
Are starting to
like a couple of times, and if it is
Serves
if
you right.
just too many variables changed at once, you know, I didn't keep a proper control
I think I
group.
am.
This is my fault. The experiment is not valid. It's not a good experiment.
Nothing. See you later.
There's a route through
I
the
love his little bumpy face.
Little pout.
You can confirm the map
Yeah,
with the
there's a
star
route
map.
through the canyon. Yep, this is where I was. I made some progress here, and then
Metatron is confirmed
I
for
think
the
that
star
like
map.
spring break was over, and I had to return back to reality.
Yeah, I
started playing this through the same week that I decided I was going to beat Wind Waker and I was going to beat Shadow of the Colossus. So I got those two
Pardon
done
me?
that week. I got those two done that week, and then I started on this one, and I just had no hope of actually getting very far. But it was a good week. I need to take a good video game vacation again sometime because that was nice. It was super good.
so this is a problem that you experience occasionally in this game. The ceiling on this level is right here.
Oh, so you can't actually fly up as high as it seems you should be able to?
Yeah, and it's hard to aim down on these flying enemies to test out the thing they just gave you. It happens throughout this game where they give
They
you a
give
new
you something
toy.
and then they put you in a crap environment to use it.
Yeah. Now, if you... That's like the most logical thing to do, right? Like attack
Yeah.
from above.
Yeah.
So that way you're trying to knock them into the ground instead of a wall.
Yes, because
that's-
the name of the game is Throw 'em on the ground.
Yeah, I'm throwing them on the ground. And if you do it like this, like if you get down low and you lead them into the canyon and then you jump up and then you punch them with the gauntlet, then it works
Throw 'em
fine.
down. Throw 'em on the ground.
Stop it, game. Stop what you're doing. I don't like it. You're wasting my time. I don't like that as soon as I acquired the Metatron, I had to fight grunts anyway. I'm not happy about it.
Enemy destroyed. Enemy
And okay, game, I get it. I fought so many of them. If you didn't stop me before, you're not gonna stop me now. With the same enemies again and again. I know you're wearing me down, but I also know that there's gonna be more Metatron around here somewhere, so stop wasting my time.
enemy destroyed.
Goodness, game.
There's still another one. Is there still another one? No, you still got hoops. I really like the radar system in this game. The visual display for the radar.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
I'm exhausted. I'm going to check this map. Ah, there are some. Okay.
When we come back,
It's going to be on the PlayStation 2 version of the game. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to count. Because I'm going to have the footage, and I'm going to count how many times... Like, where I get game overs in that version of the game.
yeah. I'm kind of excited to compare everything.
I'm not, because what's going to happen is I'm still going to be like, now, is this the metric that tells me how many times I lose because I'm not playing it on the PS2? Or is this going to be the metric that tells me how many more times I lose because I'm too dopey to play and talk at the same time?